Good evening, sports fans. Welcome to League 1, Season 31, Week 11. This week, the UCLA Bruins are on the road at 4-5 Utah. So we'll get kicked off here shortly after taking a quick look at the Utes. All right, so Brandon Rose is a field general. He's not particularly quick, and he is not particularly great at 81 for a junior. So hopefully we can keep him rattled. Glover is better, but he's only an 89. He's only an 84. He's got 89 speed, so hopefully we can hold on to him. Okay, fullback is real fresh there. And wide receivers, true freshman 77 is their best receiver. So these guys got hit hard somewhere. They're just not recruiting or a lot of transfers. But they have a quality tight ends. They've got two quality tight ends. I would be playing both of them, and King would be my number one, number two, maybe slot receiver probably. I might play all three of these guys. Maybe not. Yeah. Put Bentley in at tight end and play Ryan and King in slots. Now their line is interesting because they've got a 94 left tackle and a 93 left guard, who are both they're both great. Center is a 73. Right guard is an 86. Right tackle is an 86. So this line is good. It is great on the left. It is okay. It is great on the left, okay on the right, weak at center, but he's going to have so much help. Defensively, Fano 89 at left end is very good. Ellis 83 at right end, also going to be very good. Peppa 83, solid D tackle, but if they put Tap on the field, ooh boy is he bad. We can attack him if we can get him. Backers are 87 at left, 79 at middle, 78 at right. So hopefully we can attack the linebackers, particularly in the run game. Corners are the best part of their defense, 88, 85, and that speed. So we want to stay away from the corners. The safeties are 84 and 80, not very good, and the legs are actually quite weak. So if we can get them to punt, it's going to be good field position. That's for sure. But that line is going to do a lot of work for keeping that quarterback upright, probably, in order to give him the opportunity for those receivers, those halfbacks these guys, to the extent that they've won games, they've won them because that line has protected them long enough to get things done. So we need to get around it. We need to get to the quarterback. We need to get to the halfback and stop them. And hopefully we will. So we'll get kicked off here in just a second. Okay.
Welcome everyone to Rice-Eccles Stadium and one of the most intimidating environments in all of college football. Mostly because the Utah Utes are always a handful. Today, a pair of Pac-12 teams getting set to square off in a game that could have season-long implications. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bruins will put total leather and we'll get started. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. So Utah's offense will have the first possession of the game. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
On this team, we fight for that edge.
Try to get the edge with a quick
On
touch
this
pass.
team, we tear ourselves
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
for that edge.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. Trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside
When we
big.
add up
It puts the
all those
defense in
inches,
such a difficult
That's
spot.
going to make
You
the
immediately
fucking
have to be
difference
rotating
between
when you
winning
see that
and
motion, so
losing.
everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why the offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of his spot.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. To the air, it's Rose. Rose to the tight end. Throws it in. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Utes will snap it on 1st and 10.
The 6 inches in front of your face. Now, I can't make you do it.
Looking for space.
You gotta
It's
look at the
Glover.
guy next to
And
you.
he'll find
Look
enough
into his
running room
eyes.
to get it
Now, I
just
think
short
you're
of
gonna see
midfield
a
at the
guy
49.
who will go
After the
that
productive
inch.
first down play,
You're
it's
gonna
2nd
see
and
a
6.
guy who will sacrifice himself for
Movement
this
here from the
team
tight end.
because he knows when it comes down to it, you're going to do
give
the
to the
same
back.
for him.
Showing off the arm.
That's the
Nice, solid form tackle from this
Spanning more than
sophomore.
15 successful seasons and covering the country from Florida, North Carolina, Iowa, Ohio, Oklahoma, California, and Virginia, this is League 1 NCAA football.
Catch in the middle, it's Lions. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Utes have their offense in high gear. They move the tight end all over. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low.
Great
Offensive
block.
line, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
The Utes send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. So UCLA's offense will go to work for the first time. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
Another big play for this offense, and I'll tell you, historically, on the best UCLA units offensively, whether they're throwing it, whether they're in the shotgun, whether they're going up-tempo or they're not, it's always so important to have balance. They've always had a guy they can turn around and hand the football off to keep defenses honest. This guy with his power and his speed, he really gives this offense a lot of flexibility.
Might as well give it to him again. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Handoff to the fullback. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Strong safeties are guys you can spin down and a lot of times spend a lot of time in that box, which means he's going to be in the run fit. He's going to be making tackles consistently, and he comes up. I'll tell you what, they talk about big on big. Big fullback versus a big, strong safety. That's a big collision.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the fullback. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, this defense has to know that this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He's a guy that can carry the football as well. He went ahead and got that first down.
And now on 1st down after converting with the run. Fullback's got it. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
When I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The give to the big fullback. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. But when you can give them that rock, get a first down, those guys are really big.
Oh, come on.
Really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no jukes, just hitching them out.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Back to throw, it's Moss. Pulls it in. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive. And, David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy there picking up the first?
That's a nice job. Don't make this hard. Don't make it overly complex. We've seen the big fellas block all the time. Give them a bone, reward them. Now they'll block harder and he'll block longer in the future.
And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turn.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Sturdivant. He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The offense just continues to matriculate the ball downfield, and they're finding a lot of different ways to generate these first downs. They do it right there on the quarterback sneak.
And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Relying on that running game as they threaten a pickup of 4 down to the 13. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Moss. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They'll finally get him stopped.
Great audible.
This offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCLA! And he's got the extra point.
All right, 96 yards on 16 plays.
And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt.
Methodical, that's the way we like it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final play of the quarter coming. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped into...
Okay. Time for some defense.
Looking for room. It's Wood.
Oh. He got outside of me. I wasn't aggressive enough.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. A hand to the running back. At the 45 on his way.
Oh, come on.
That one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. They'll ride the hot hand. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Wide out in motion. Looking for a man, it's Rose. Quickly complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He caught it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
My old coach said, don't never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he takes it in for the score.
Woof.
Touchdown, Utah.
All right,
That was
that
a great example
that
of a running back
didn't work on
totally
defense.
blocked with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hole, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
And he tacks on the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
And that was not
And no chance.
Not
at
a slow
return here.
drive.
They'll start this drive at their own 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
Just a simple power game, power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
And Jets carries the day. They win at the line of scrimmage, and they stuff him on 3rd and inches. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Bruins will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. No return.
All right.
Fair catch. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Dropping back, it's Rose. Throwing right. Complete
Oh.
downfield.
Got to get a hand in.
Game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. That was a really well-run route on the curl to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job, too, by the receiver, getting his depth and then finding space in between the defenders, giving his quarterback a nice target.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They go to the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. Good pickup there. They'll move the chain.
Oh, come on.
Stop at the 41. And the Utes are flying down the field. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. They'll put the tight end in motion. Power football with the run. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They'll try to pick it up
Ooh,
on the ground.
big stop.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And it's
Love it.
so good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, Dave, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Scanning the field, it's Moss. He makes the connection. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Pulls it in, it's Sturdivant. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Looking to go up top on first down. Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Quick tempo, no huddle offense, second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Got a man, it's Sturdivant. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Gets it out quickly. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And the Bruins in the hurry-up. Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Back to pass, it's Moss. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Oh, come on.
Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Inside the 40. He's at the 40. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. And it's first down, but they'll try.
Son of a bitch! Give me a drink! Son of a bitch! This can't be me! Son of a bitch! If I can't get clean, I don't know think but yeah!
That was just...
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Trying to find his man on first down. He lets it fly. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up and
All right.
that's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Salt Lake City. And you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing.
All right. We'll catch the return real quick, and then we're gonna come back with some stats and take a 5-minute halftime break.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return.
When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of a storm, there's a golden sky and the sweet silver song of a lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, for your dreams be tossed and blown.
All right. Let's do this.
Not to, instead, they'll take the touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Dropping back, it's Moss. Gets it out fast. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Give to the fullback. Smashes him with the stiff arm. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
This offensive game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
Looking for a gap. It's Harden. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
He's looking for a man on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sturdivant. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. The jet sweep pass.
Oh, come on.
Couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You're supposed to audible out of that.
Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. To the air. It's Moss.
Oh.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This is one of the reasons I love this linebacker. He is an outstanding pass rusher. He's got speed, he's got quickness and agility to avoid the offensive linemen, running backs, and tight ends on his way to the quarterback.
Hit as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side.
Fuck.
Son of a bitch! Give me a drink! Son of a bitch! This can't play me! Son of a bitch! If I can't get clean, I'm gonna drink my life away!
Of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pressure gets to him again. Another one bites the dust. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send another one bites the dust. The big fella and another one gone, another one gone, another one bites the dust. Hey, we're gonna get to do another one bites the dust. Shoot up.
Still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes a move. He was hoping for a little more run.
All right.
Get him down at the 45.
Let's try this
UCLA
again.
offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on it just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Moss.
Oh.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
Whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the
Oh.
And he's got enough for the first down.
Come on.
At the 35.
You gotta make him drop that.
finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And they couldn't hold on the heat, and he goes
Another one bites the dust.
And the defense comes up with the sack. This defense
Another one bites the dust.
dialed in all over.
And another one gone, and another one gone, another one bites the dust. Hey, we're gonna get to do another one bites the dust. Shoot up.
intercepted, bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after
Woohoo!
More precision throws from this Bruin quarterback, much like a Rick Neuheisel used to play.
Just pinpoint accurate. Put the ball right where you want to. You think about Troy Aikman. You think about some of those other great names in UCLA history.
I love fullbacks that are versatile. You don't see many of them in college football anymore, but this guy's unique. He is a weapon when he has the ball in his hands.
What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. He These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking for room. It's Harden. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bruin. They move on top here in the fourth.
First and goal, you know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can pound the football straight ahead. Get it for 6. Nice job on the big one.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. Great run, Berger.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 6 over SMU. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got it behind the line. It's Ryan. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's off to the races.
Oh,
He's at the 10.
I bit too hard on that.
Son of a bitch! Give me a drink! Son of a bitch! This can't be me! Son of a bitch! If I can't get clean, I'm gonna drink my life away! Yeah!
Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Flores. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Tackled after picking up the first down. He's piled up 87 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. And the Bruins will snap it on first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in the kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. They'll go to the fullback. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Moss. Caught. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Quick strike complete. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
The Bruins are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, the fullback helping out his offense here, running the football. Nice job finding the hole and getting upfield. Takes a lot to bring this guy down.
On the move, it's Harden. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, UCLA! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right.
And he intercepts it.
Huge pick.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Moss. Finds his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player. and that's why this offense runs through it.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18.
Ooh.
It's going to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but watch the clock and it will be your friend. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They can move that thing 1 yard here. That'll probably wrap this baby up. Trying to run it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bruin. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Come on, hold on to that. Come on, Schweiswinger.
Keep fighting, keep spinning that pill around. Use every second on this clock to try to get this game as close as you can.
To throw, it's Rose. Coming after him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with a loss.
The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 2nd down, looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
When they say play to the final whistle, this offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the
Well, that one was just because of the fumble at the end of the half.
21-point cushion in the 4th. They're just about ready to kick it away. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30.
All right, and there's the squib, and the game is over.
But this one is in the book. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
All right. Hell of a win. Just discipline, sticking with the defense and the offense, knowing it would work. Just a fantastic game. Just the running game was great. Fullback, halfback, just 1-2 punch. Absolutely loved it. All right, let's take a look. So, West Virginia beat Syracuse this week. Other game, yep. So Navy still to play at Boston College. Kansas State over undefeated number 3 Nebraska. That is huge. Iowa State over Kansas. No Kentucky game. You just watched me. So, and Florida has to play number 22 UCF. And so, coming up next week, Florida at Tennessee. It's a rivalry game. Should be good. UCLA at number 25 Arizona State. Kentucky at Notre Dame. Number 10 Notre Dame with only 1 loss. Iowa State takes on Nebraska. And Kansas State goes to Oklahoma. Boston College will be at Temple. And finally, Clemson will be at West Virginia. Thank you for joining us. And in the immortal words of Coach Spector, have a great week. Kick its ass.